I've been holding on to this story for about a year now because I haven't really figured out a way to tell y'all this story. And I guess today was a perfect day to tell y'all this story because I seen a whole bunch of cats today, and that that motivated me to tell this story. Now, I ended up getting put in the hole because somebody snitched on me. They said that they found allegedly a knife in my cell. I'm not going to say it was mine. I'm not going to say it was mine. But nevertheless, I ended up getting busted with a knife in my cell, and off to the hole I went for 6 months. Now, they ended up putting this homosexual by the name of Virgil right next to me. Now, when you go to the hole, they are not double man cells. They are single cells. So you get your own cell. That's the only peace of mind that you can ever get in prison is when you go to the hole, because you there by yourself, and you can get some sleep. You don't got to worry about your bunkie knocking you upside your head or take your life or whatever the case is. So anyway, they put this homosexual named Virgil right next door to me. And, I seen him a couple times, throughout the prison. And he just struck me as this weird dude. Now, I didn't know what Virgil charges was. In fact, in this prison, if you ran down on somebody and asked them for their paperwork, you could get in trouble for that. I don't know if other prisons is like that, but if somebody tell on you and say that you demanded to see their paperwork, that's another charge. So nobody really asks other people what their charges was unless you was in the cell with them and y'all were just rocking like that. But anyway, I didn't know Virgil charges. So Virgil ended up right next door to me, like I said. So when he got in there, I hear him talking to the guard, and I know his voice because he have a very unique voice, right? And I just heard like the guards like, "Yeah, you cat lover, you cat lover." So at this time, y'all, we had a program in this prison where they had animal therapy, okay, where where I guess the administration would go to like emergency shelters for animals, and they will adopt cats and let the cats roam around the prison. And certain inmates could actually get these cats and raise them. And plus, it kept down the mice and rat population in our prison also. But you have to deal with the cat smells and the fur balls and all that. But I'd rather deal with all that than have to deal with these rats. But anyway, Virgil was one of these dudes that had a cat in the cell, right? Now, I already know what y'all are thinking. And this story would have not made it on the Donta Show Network if it wasn't messed up, all right? So without further ado, this is what happened. So Virgil, throughout the course of this animal therapy time, people were saying that Virgil was in there being intimate with cats. And we ain't talking about humans, we talking about real cats. And basically Virgil got caught in 4K being intimate with a cat. Now, I know a lot of y'all gonna be like, "Come on, Donta, come on, man." But hey, listen, y'all, if it made it here on the Donta Show Network, I got to tell y'all it. So Virgil ended up getting caught in 4K being intimate with a cat. And the way he got caught with this cat is that, okay, so he had this cat in his cell. And I guess before we even go there, let me shout my homeboy out. It's too hot for me to wear this, but hold on. It's too hot for me to wear this. Let me shout my homeboy out right quick. All right. Look, my homeboy started a clothing line. Sody Sporty, right? When I say these clothes are so comfortable and it's so dope, I don't even wear clothes. Y'all know I dress like a dang bum. But he got me stepping my game up, right? Y'all go check him out, man. I'm gonna leave the link to his store in the comment section. All right, y'all go check him out. Sody Sporty, right? Now listen, this is how they caught dude. This is how they caught the homosexual Virgil. So I guess Virgil ended up getting the cat in his cell, and when he penetrated the cat, I guess his thing got stuck inside of the cat, and they couldn't. It wouldn't come out. So long story short, you got this cat meowing loud. This cat is yelling, screaming, hollering, whatever cats do when they in distress. And I guess the guards will come to they came to a cell like, man, what is going on in here? And Virgil got the cover over his body down there. And they're like, yo, what is you doing? Why is that cat making all that noise? So any way that you look at it, you can tell something wasn't right by standing outside of the cell and hearing this cat moaning and groaning, and Virgil like moving crazy and got this thing under his cover. So the guards popped this cell and came in there and snatched the cover off, and nothing could prepare them for what they have seen. The cat was stuck on Virgil's you know what. So they called the medical staff. They locked down the whole tier. They locked it down. It got to the point where when they transported Virgil to medical, him and the cat, they couldn't get them off of each other, right? So they end up taking Virgil out to a hospital, and from there on, they end up getting the cat off of him. And what I know y'all gonna say, oh, Dante, that ain't real, that's cap. Hey, I wish the story was cap. So anyway, they end up hitting him with all type of charges, right? This is why at that prison now, for the people that was locked up, where I was locked up, this is the reason why they took the animal therapy out of the prison, because of what happened with Virgil, right? So now Virgil is right next door to me. And, I'm hearing now, when I was locked up, I did not hear about this yet. I had no idea that Virgil got caught in 4K doing this with this animal, right? So when he was next door to me and I would hear the guards call him a cat lover and all this type of stuff. So I'm like, why does they keep saying cat lover and all this and that? So when they leave about an hour later, I get up on the door and I'm like, hey, Virgil, is that you? He like, yeah, who is that? He kind of talked to like Michael Jackson. Y'all know how Michael Jackson had like this soft, childlike voice? That's how Virgil talked. He was like, yeah, who is that? I said, this Dante. He was like, Dante? I said, yeah, I ran across you a couple times in lockup. He was like, oh, okay. I said, hey, what you do to get back? Can you stab somebody or something? He was like, no, I didn't stab anybody. I said, well, what happened? He said, oh, nothing really. I just, people was lying on me. I said, what they lie on you about? He was like, well, they said that I was fooling around with this animal, but they were just hating on me. And I said, is that why the guards kept calling you animal lover? He was like, yeah, but there's no truth in it. There was all lies. It was all lies. And I said, oh, okay. So I got to messing with him. I said, so what exactly was they saying? Like, was they saying like you was like trying to physically assault it, like punch on it or what? He said, no, they just basically was saying that I was being intimate with them, but that's not true. I said, what would they even get that from? He was like, well, one day, I was playing with the cat and, the guards just heard something that they did not hear and they just locked me up. I said, oh, okay, whatever. So I end up getting transferred. They end up putting me on another yard about a couple days later. So when I hit the yard, I hold on. Trying to see what that is. Okay. So when I hit the yard, I sent word to my homeboys where I was at. So I was asking the people around me, like, hey, did y'all hear about that homosexual dude Virgil? And it was like, oh, you talking about the cat dude? I was like, yeah. I said, what happened? I was locked up with dude. It was like, oh man, dude got caught in 4K. I'm like, 4K doing what? It was like, man, he got caught having relations with a cat. Like, it got attached to him. They have to airlift him up out of here. I said, what? It was like, yeah, man, Virgil, that dude is all freaked out. Matter of fact, one of the guards dropped the paperwork on him of what he in here for, and he in here for bestiality. I said, hold up. So the homosexual dude, Virgil, he's in here for bestiality? They like, yeah, he got caught messing with animals out there in the free world. And I said, you would think that if he did that, they would, be looking through his paperwork and kept him away from these animals that's in prison. You would think that, right? Wrong. So there it is, y'all. Stay away from them cats. If you need your business, products, or your social media channels promoted, make sure you shoot me a text at this number. My channel get over 5 million views per month, so that's a lot of eyes on your promotion. If you forgot to hit that like button, make sure you smash the like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Be sure to get your Military Mind Games merch. The link will be pinned in the comment section. And last but not least, make sure y'all help me fight this war on poverty.